A traditional Pavakai vethakozhambu or Pavakai Puli in my style. I'm going to show you today. This is a very traditional recipe. There's no onion, no garlic in it, and with very few ingredients in the house, you can prepare this quickly and enjoy it. It stays very well in the refrigerator, so give this recipe a try. Karela is chopped. Add about 2 teaspoons of salt. Just toss it, mix it. This will draw out the water in Karela and also a lot of its bitterness. So allow this to soak for about an hour. The Karela has been soaking in salt for a couple of hours now. I'm going to wash it and squeeze it out and take it. Tadka, I'm going to use 1 teaspoon of mustard seeds, 1 teaspoon of methi seeds, and about 3 dry red chilies, which I'm going to break it down. I have a full sprig of curry leaf, which again I'm going to tear and keep it in pieces. This is vethakozhambu powder. I am using the one from Grand Sweets. If you don't have this, you can use the Sambar powder, the recipe of which I will just tag the link here. Besides all that, I'm going to soak about 2 tablespoons full of tamarind pulp and then squeeze out water. I'll use about 1 cup first and then I'll use another ½ a cup. I have the Karela ready, it's squeezed and I have removed all the water out of it. The tamarind juice is ready. Let's start making it. I'm using an earthenware and I'm heating up about 3 full tablespoons of sesame seed oil. Once it's nice and hot, I'm going to add a teaspoon of mustard seeds here. And after it completely pops, I'll add the methi seeds and dry red chili. Once the methi seeds are sauteing, I'm adding a little bit of Hing granules also and saute this, and I will add the Karela. At this stage, if you want to add onions, you can even add garlic, but I'm just keeping it very traditional. No onion, no garlic today. Add some salt to taste. I'm adding about 1.5 teaspoons and saute this well in the sesame seed oil for about 2 to 3 minutes before we add the powder, followed by tamarind juice. I've sauteed the Karela for about 2 minutes on the clock. Here is the curry leaf. This Karela has to be sauteed well, otherwise it will still have a lot of bitterness. But sauteing will remove quite a bit. I've added the curry leaf now, and let's add the vethakozhambu powder or sambar powder, whichever you have. Here I'm going to add about 2.5 tablespoons for this quantity. The Karela was almost about 1.5 cups after I had squeezed out the water from it. Just saute it a little bit so the masala also gets toasted in oil. And for this dish, you have to be generous with sesame seed oil. Only then you get the really authentic taste. So once it's sauteed and you can see that the oil is getting absorbed with the powder, just add the tamarind juice that we squeezed out. Just mix it well and add it. If there is any residue at the bottom, just reserve that. Mix it well. And now this needs to boil for a good 12 to 15 minutes on a low flame. I've been cooking the Pavakai Puli for almost about 10 minutes now, and it is nicely thickened and it has got the oil that's coming up on top, which shows that it's cooked very well. You can see that the consistency has become nice and thick. There's a lot of dal in the powder, which will give the gravy its thickness. Now whenever there is a lot of tamarind, there has to be a little bit of jaggery powder or gur or brown sugar, whichever you want, you can use. I've added about 1 tablespoon here. This will balance out the sourness and the bitterness very well and give a nice aftertaste. So let this just come to one rolling boil and we are good to go. I'll finish off with a tablespoon or 2 of sesame seed oil on top and turn off the gas. The Pavakai Puli is ready. I've turned off the gas, but because this is an earthenware, it will continue to boil in it for at least 15 minutes easily. It will keep it hot for a while This is good to go. Give this recipe a try and let me know how this turned out for you.